Hey guys, it's Joe here, the Joe Madden Sports Podcast, joined this afternoon by Cab, host of the Daily Sesh on Pub Sports Radio. Cab, welcome back to the show.
Hey, how's it going? I'm super excited to be back in here. And you kind of gave we talked about it backstage, but you gave a head announcement. Some people might not even know because the Daily Sesh is starting tomorrow. So I'm excited about that.
I blew it. I leaked that out for you, but so glad to be the person who leaked it.
Yeah, there you go.
Tell us about the Daily Sesh.
Well, it's going to be Dutch Boy Fresh and me. A lot of people know him through NBA, but he's a great capper when it comes to anything. We're going to get on there, get loose. It's at 420, so that can kind of give you an idea of what part of it's about, right? And it's called the Daily Sesh.
I clued in. You told me 420, and I didn't even clue in at first.
Okay, so there's a little piece of it, and we do some fun stuff, watch some funny videos. We had a show, The Morning Sesh. I don't know if you saw it, but if you saw it, you kind of know. We watch videos and commentate on them, and then we do what we all do, and we break bread and try and slap the bookies in the face.
I love it. Good for you guys. I'm excited for that to get started for you. I'll definitely check it out tomorrow at 420. And that's 420 Eastern?
Yep.
Perfect. Now we're going to talk some MLB today. How's the week been treating you so far in MLB?
It's been good, actually. Well, I get you say week, it's Tuesday.
Last 3 days. It feels like a Wednesday, doesn't it?
Yeah. So I'm trying to think. My last 7 plays, I've been 5-2. That's about probably a week. So that's probably in the range. I was down in San Antonio visiting Jeff Slaughter, the owner, the guy who created Pub Sports Radio, this weekend, and time is I'm getting readjusted to what day it is.
Does it feel like you're in like Hot Tub Time Machine or something like that, Cav?
Oh yeah, that's actually, first off, that's a great movie, so good reference.
Thank you.
Second, that's about exactly what it feels like.
I love it. Okay, I can understand the mood today, but going 5-2 over that time period, congratulations to you for sure. Let's talk about the Dodgers and the Cincinnati Reds today. Dodgers, huge favorites on the road here, -175, total of 9.5. Any love for the Reds? Can they pull it off? +160 dogs here at home?
No, I can't look at the Reds here. I know a lot of people are, especially Tyler. His last start, he went 9 innings. He only gave up 3 hits and he gave up no runs, which is wonderful, right? For the Reds. But that was against not very, and the 2 starts before that were good too, but he hasn't been pitching against top quality teams really. And here's the thing, his ERA is still a 5.01 at home this year. People are hitting 223 off of him, which isn't amazing, but he walks people also. And I know you've heard me talk about that. I don't like pitchers who walk people. Mm-hmm. So he's got a 5.01 ERA at home. He's got a 4.46 ERA on the season. And as a pitcher in his career, he's got a 4.36 ERA. It's about what he is. He's not bad. He has the ability to have good starts. But one thing he didn't do is start well against the Dodgers earlier this season. The time that he played the Dodgers, he gave up 7 runs earlier this year. And now I know the Dodgers, they don't have Betts today. So anybody who's looking into them without Mookie, that's a huge hit to their lineup. But that being said, the Dodgers are second with on-base percentage this season. One person doesn't get your whole team to second with on-base percentage, right? Mookie Betts is amazing, and it definitely hurts to not have him, but it doesn't break the lineup, in my opinion. Versus righties, the Dodgers, they're hitting 249 this season. They hit righties better than they hit lefties, which is, interesting. But yeah, 249, that's pretty good against righties. And then you got Gonsolin on the mound, and that's really the kicker for me. This guy's been just incredible this year. He's got a 1.42 ERA. Hitters are hitting 147 off of him, and he's got a 0.82 whip. Like I said, just incredible. His last 3 starts, he's gone 6 innings in all of them. He's kind of one of those guys that's probably going to give you 5 or 6. He's not somebody that I expect to go 9 innings. Just because of the way he pitches and the way he works hitters. But in those last 3 starts, he's given up a total of 6 hits, right? And all 3 of them, like combined 6 hits and 1 run.
Phenomenal.
Yeah. He's very, very good. He's been doing very good this year too. And as a career, he's got a 2.41 ERA. So he's kind of in line with where he's at. I trust Gonsolin, especially in the first 5, because like I said, I think he's going to go 5 or 6 innings usually. So I went with the Dodgers here in the first 5. I went ahead and laid it. I got minus 106 on the run line, and I thought, minus 106 with Gonsolin on the mound against a pitcher that the Dodgers scored 7 against earlier this season. I don't think that 106 on a run line is bad value, even though it's taking a pretty heavy favorite. I think there's value in this favorite today.
Absolutely. Now looking at the Dodgers for the run line overall this season on the road, they're 19-14 on the road. Do you think they have a chance of pulling off the full game as well in this one?
Yes, I do. I think they could go for the full game here, obviously, because the Reds, if you get into their bullpen, you can score runs on the Reds bullpen. Dennis Trusty in the chat, he said this looks like a first 5 under spot to me. If I'm not mistaken, Dennis, Jimmy either really liked that this morning and bet it, or liked it and didn't bet it. I'm not completely sure, but a lot of people I heard talking about that. I could see that too. But I kind of think the Dodgers might put some runs up here. I could see 5 or 6 runs from the Dodgers in this game.
What are we looking at for the Dodgers team total in this game, Cab? I was just going to pull that up, and with you saying 5 or 6, pretty sure they're around 4.5 for their total.
Oh, I'd be
extremely. No, I've got 5 at minus 118 to the over.
Don't you love it when I was about to say, if they have 4.5, I'm extremely interested in that. But they got it at 5. And see, so even that, with them putting that at 5, that's telling me that the books, they think the Dodgers could score 5 or 6 runs also, kind of like what I was just saying. And I don't think Gonsolin's going to give up 5 or 6 runs. I think Gonsolin's going to do what he does, against this Reds team that is, they're 20 games under 500 for a reason.
Okay, well, it's going to be a good one. You've got the first 5 for the Dodgers at minus 106. You said you got it?
Yep.
Definitely value there. Let's look at the next game. We've got the Cleveland Guardians taking on the Minnesota Twins. Now the Guardians come in here as the dog on the road at plus 148. I'm seeing on the money line. Total that's gone from 9 to 9.5. And John Ryan starting for the Twins. Twins minus 160-ish on that money line at home for this one. Where are you going with this one, Cab?
Yeah, so I know I usually try not to go with just favorites. You've probably noticed when I come on here, but I'm with the favorite here again. Joe Ryan I like him. He's very young, but he's been so much fun to watch pitch. He's got a 2.81 ERA on the season. Hitters are hitting 194 off of him with a 102 whip, which is pretty good. I didn't back him his last start because it was his first start back. He was, I don't want to say hurt. Like, he didn't have anything seriously wrong. I don't even know exactly what it was. I want to say it was his leg or something like that. But like I said, I don't have it written down. He was out for 2 weeks? Yeah, 2 weeks, because the 21st was the last time he pitched before the 14th. It's like 2 weeks, right? I think. Okay, he was out for about 2 weeks. So he got about a 2-week rest. I don't jump on pitchers when it's their first start back from injury. I don't care if it was a small injury, a big injury. It doesn't matter. I don't like taking people on their first start, like, ever in the majors, and I don't like taking people on their first start back from injury. His last start, he only went 4 innings, or 4 2/3. He gave up 5 hits and 4 runs, that's why I don't take pitchers on their first start back. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't see, he gave up 5 hits, 4 runs. It happens, but he's still a really good pitcher. And, on the other side with the Guardians, Aaron, you could say his last start was his very best start of the season because he went 6 innings. He only gave up 3 hits. He gave up no runs, but he did it against Detroit. And Detroit sucks. I don't know if they're so bad. They're so bad.
Way to let the cat out of the bag on that one. I'm sure some people didn't know.
Yeah. They're just, and I finally watched them the other day because I had to play like in a game with them. I was just like, man, this team is even worse than like what I thought they were, because I had no interest. I haven't watched Detroit this season because I don't care about them. But yeah, they're worse than I thought. Anyways, off that, Aaron, he's got a 7.84 ERA. Hitters are hitting 297 off of him this year, which is a lot. That's a great average for the hitters. Yeah, and he's got a 152 whip. His career hitters only hit 252 off of him. So that's a little lower, but at the same time, it's not a lot lower, right? It's kind of in that range within, 40 points. And I think he gets touched up by a Twins team who's hitting 254 off righties this season, which is amazing. They're hitting 256 at home this season. And in the month of June, they're hitting 260 as a team. So this Twins team who crushes righties is going against a righty who has struggled, to say the least, this year. So I took the
Absolutely.
Twins here. Yeah, I took the Twins in the first 5 here on the run line.
Absolutely. I love it. We've had a total go from 9 to 9.5. We know both these teams can get the runs, especially the Twins will be able to hit nicely today. Would you lean on that over? Or are you staying off the total here?
Okay, so you know how I try and look at the team totals. If I was going to go
Yeah.
with the total here, it would have to be the Twins. Like I said, they're hitting 260 this month. It's the 21st now, so we're 3 weeks into the month. They're killing the ball. They're hitting 254
Yeah.
off righties on the whole season and 256 at home. This is a perfect storm, I think, for the Twins to go put up 6-10 runs somewhere in between there.
Okay. I like it. The Twins team total. I'm just looking at what the books are giving us for the Twins here for their over. Give me 1 second here, you guys.
Yeah, sorry. And usually I have those team totals ready to go, but these with the pitching matchups today, I had to just go with these first 5s. I because both of these teams I think they can hit, but I think the pitching matchup is heavily in our favor in both of these games.
Yeah, and definitely giving you the value there in those as well. I love those first 5 inning bets. I love that you can actually watch the first 5 innings of a baseball game and then move on to the next as well. We know how long some of these games
Yep,
can be, Cab, and attention span to
so
hang in
true.
there for the whole time, unless it's my Toronto Blue Jays. I love the first 5. So for
I-
the Minnesota Twins today, their total is set at 5 as well, minus 110 to the over there. So if you're thinking 6 to 10, I definitely am going to lay a little bit of money on that as well.
There you go. Yeah, out of those 2 team totals, I think they could both get there, the Dodgers or the Twins, but I kind of think the Twins would be the one I'd go with if I was going to go with one or the other.
Absolutely. I love it. Okay, Cab, if people are looking for you, they're looking for your shows that you have, where can they find it?
On Pub Sports Radio on YouTube. You search Pub Sports Radio, check it out. The show I'm going to be starting tomorrow is the Daily Sesh, like we talked about earlier. I've got another one, the Nightcap, tonight, but it's not just me. Pub Sports Radio has so many great shows on there throughout the whole day. It's awesome. So check it out.
You guys are doing fantastic things over there at Pub Sports Radio. Proud of you, Cab. Proud of everything that you've got going on. Keep crushing the industry.
Thank you so much, Joe. You too. You're doing awesome.
Thank you. Thank you. You guys, I will be back in the next 45 minutes with another Joe Madden Sports podcast. Make sure you go follow Cab on Twitter at DabbyCab. Thank you, Cab.
Sorry, Dennis.
There was a
Dennis
comment.
said, "Oh, that's
Sorry.
it." Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to say that. But I
It.
saw him. He's like, "Oh, that's it." Yes, sorry, Dennis. I've
That is
actually
it.
I met him like online or something one time when he was in one of the shows, and he's such a nice kid, man. But he's I don't know, he's funny. He's really nice. He just talks very slow.
Calls it as he said it. That's it.
Right.
That is it for Dabby Cab on the show today. We'll have him back shortly. Cab, thank you. Have a good one.
Absolutely. You too.